Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. I just want to cover one news story that was out in... I just reported the other day about the Wonder of the Seas and how it wasn't getting back until the 28th and it was delayed a day, and there's some things that I just found out that were happening, and I got some questions and see how you guys feel about it. And I'm wondering what you guys feel about the dining changes in the restaurants. Let's talk about that. Okay, so the Wonder of the Seas had a medical emergency on board. It had to turn around and head to San Juan for a medical emergency for a passenger. No qualms about that. Now, the trouble is, it got back to port a day late, which had to scramble everybody, right? And I reported on what they were offering people. You could cancel your cruise if you were the following cruise and you get 100% future cruise credit, or you could, and it would refund other money, etc., etc. Now, for the people on board, normally what happens when you're stuck at sea because of a hurricane or a situation like that, normally what happens would be that your things that you've already purchased on board. So if I purchase, for instance, the internet package or a drink package or an unlimited dining package, that would be extended the one more day because of the inconvenience of the storm and things like that. Now, this was not a hurricane. This was not a danger area. This was a medical emergency that the cruise line went and did. And instead of offering the drink package an extra day, they're putting it at a 50% discount for the day. And I didn't know they were doing that. And I don't know how it's still a better deal, but it's also money that people weren't planning on spending, and it wasn't part of their actual itinerary or cruise, right? Spending an extra drink package or an extra 50% on your dining and another 50% on, on your internet drinks, that can add up to another couple $100 for your cruise. And you're stuck at sea, and some people have had to try and make arrangements and things like that to try and, like, if you didn't book your flights through Royal Caribbean and they told you you're not getting back to port until the day after and you had to rearrange your flights, you probably need that internet to contact the airlines and, make calls and things like that while you're out in the ocean, because you got to use Wi-Fi calling. And then for them to say, well, you can have it, but you have to pay 50%. Yes, it's at a discount, but hey, I got to call the airline. I can't wait till tomorrow morning to call the airline to say, hey, I'm not showing up in 3 hours. I need to change it. They're going to charge me anyway. So I don't know how I feel about that. Let me know how you guys feel about it. I was surprised that they were doing that. I thought they would just, okay, we extended it one more day. Sorry for the inconvenience. But it is hard times. Everything is hard times nowadays going on. What can we do? Now, we all have heard about the dining changes on Carnival, where they're now charging a la carte for room service. They're now changing, how many entrees you're allowed without charges. We heard Royal Caribbean is cutting back and charging for the extra lobster tail. We hear, and they're also shortening the menu now. They're thinking on not offering as many things on the menu. How do you guys feel about all the dining changes? Because if it comes to Carnival and Royal, it's going to come to Holland, it's going to come to Princess, it's going to come to MSC, it's going to come to Norwegian, it's going to come to all the different cruise lines. And I don't know what you guys feel. Do you think that's fair? First of all, what do you think is fair? I read a lot of comments about people say when they said after the first 2 entrees, you're going to be charged $5 an entree for more. And some people were livid, absolutely livid, upset, saying, hey, I like to order like 6 entrees and taste a little bit from each one. That's my business. It doesn't matter who out there it doesn't matter what they think. And I paid for my cruise. I should be allowed to do this. And I kind of go, well, yeah, you paid for your cruise, but you didn't pay for unlimited everything. You paid for dining. They said they will provide a meal for you. They didn't say they will provide 100 dishes for you, right? There has to be a reasonable kind of balance between the two. You should not be allowed to go in a 20 menus on the item and say, I want one of each, and you're by yourself. And then you leave all that food on the table because you just nibbled on 4 or 5 of them. Would that be right? No, but believe it or not, there are people who do that. And I appreciate that, hey, I don't want to have to pay anything for free dining, like my main dining room. Yes, but you also should not expect to have, it's not a buffet. You want to eat in the buffet, go to the buffet. You can have all the food you want in the buffet. You can keep going back and back and back and forth all you want. They're not charging you in the buffet. Uh-oh. Did I just give them an idea? Well, you're going to get so many tokens, sir, and once those tokens are gone, you're going to have to pay for that next plate of food in the buffet. Oh, no. Will it come to that? I saw so many people that were angry about the $5 charge after 2 entrees, and I can only imagine what's going to happen as more and more of these cruise lines start to shrink their dining menus to try and cut back on costs, try and cut back on food waste, try and speed up efficiencies. My last few cruises, I've eaten in the main dining, and dining went fast. Even in the specialty restaurants on Harmony of the Seas, my dining time was never more than an hour and a half, and that's supposed to be a real leisurely stroll through dinner, right? It's not supposed to be rush, rush, rush. And in the main dining, I was averaging about an hour and 10 minutes, which I think is absolutely acceptable for dining. Because you don't really have to, if you want to rush, that's what the buffet's for. And that's what the pizza area is for, right? I like to sit it down and enjoy the meal. I know we have lots of things to do, but the ship is open all night. There's stuff to do till 1 in the morning. And so I don't get it a lot of the times, the outrage that I was seeing from some of the dining changes. I understand not having more choice. I do not like the fact that some cruise lines are cutting back on the amount of choices we have and saying it's for our benefit. No, it's not. It's a cost-saving measure, and it's a streamlining service menu, and it might be an efficient thing, but definitely more choice is more to my benefit than not, right? So what do you guys think? Let some comments in down below. What do you think is fair? Do you think maybe 3 entrees? That's a 3, Don. This wasn't a 3. A 3 entree, then a charge? Do you feel two is perfectly fine? Or should it be wide open? Hey, I paid for my dining, and away we go. Because if that's the way they're going to go, you're going to see those prices start to rise as well. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. We'll see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world. Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.